We all want prosperity for families, communities, countries, and for the world. We want people to not only have food and shelter, but a good standard of living, education, healthcare, a fair society, and a clean environment. That's what we mean by prosperity. But what is the surest path to prosperity? Academics, policymakers, and citizens have been debating this matter for a very long time. Some say that free societies produce the best outcomes by unleashing the creativity and talent of individual citizens. Others say that focusing on the individual is too chaotic and ultimately inefficient, that a strong central authority produces the best results. The Freedom and Prosperity Center at the Atlantic Council, a think tank in Washington, D.C., contributes facts and figures to this debate through our annual Freedom and Prosperity Indexes. We built a Freedom Index to measure economic, political, and legal freedom in 164 countries. Each score reflects measurements of several indicators. Together, they create a comprehensive and unique measurement of freedom. We also built a Prosperity Index to measure income, health, education, the environment, treatment of minorities, and inequality in the same 164 countries. A prosperous society should be judged on more than just income per capita. Our index gives us a holistic view of prosperity. In the Freedom Index, we rank countries into 4 tiers based on their total scores: free, mostly unfree, and unfree. In the Prosperity Index, we rank countries as prosperous, mostly unprosperous, and unprosperous. We have 3 key takeaways from the resulting data. Our first takeaway is that there is a strong correlation between our freedom and prosperity scores. We show a 0.8 correlation between a country's scores in the 2 indexes. This means high values for freedom are associated with high values for prosperity, and low values for freedom are associated with low values for prosperity. On average, the freer the country, the higher it will score in all 6 measures of prosperity. The income scores show that free countries are far and away the richest. People born in free countries are also healthier and live substantially longer. Citizens of freer countries have access to better education and spend more time learning. The environment scores indicate that freer countries have cleaner environments. Unfree societies are less equal. Wealth is more unevenly distributed among citizens. And unsurprisingly, unfree countries are also less tolerant. This leads to our second takeaway. Evidence suggests that freedom contributes to prosperity. We examined, for our sample of 164 countries, the correlation between changes in freedom and changes in prosperity over time. If freedom is really driving prosperity, an improvement in freedom would be strongly associated with an improvement in prosperity. And that is exactly what we find. Countries that increased their freedoms the most are the ones where prosperity increased the most. Peru and Venezuela are prime examples. In 1995, Venezuela was a freer country than Peru. But at the turn of the century, Peru made a clear turn towards freedom. It is one of the top improvers in our data. In contrast, Venezuela shows the largest decrease in freedom of all the countries we cover. Venezuela had a higher prosperity score than Peru in 1995, but by 2022, the 2 countries had switched positions. Our third takeaway is that autocracies generally fail to deliver prosperity for their people, while free countries succeed. Of the 30 countries ranked at the top of our freedom rankings, 27 are in the top category of our Prosperity Index, and 3 are in the next highest category. None are in the bottom 2 categories of prosperity. Of the 30 countries ranked at the bottom of our Freedom Index, 11 are in the lowest category of our prosperity index, 17 are in the next lowest category, and just 2 in the mostly prosperous category. None are in the top prosperity category. Our indexes demonstrate that there is a strong relationship between freedom and prosperity, and we have reason to believe that improvements in freedom will, over time, lead to greater and more durable prosperity. Please visit the website for the Atlantic Council's Freedom and Prosperity Indexes. The interactive capabilities of the website allow you to compare detailed data across time for countries and regions. All our indexes, information, and our annual report can be downloaded for further analysis.